Hi everybody, welcome back to another read along with Miss Shanice. Unfortunately, my audio is not working for this video, so I'm having to do a voiceover, but we are going to make it work because things happen, mistakes happen, and improvising is key. So as you can see here, Santa Claus is coming to Georgia is tonight's read. So parents, this would be perfect for you to read tonight on Christmas Eve before you put the little ones to bed. I'm just currently dancing to Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So if you know the song, sing along with me. If you don't, play it for your kids. So without further ado, we will get into the read. I'm so excited that you are here on my channel. Thank you for coming back and tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as 2026 is going to bring a lot more adventures to include book clubs, giveaways, and monthly book incentives for your children. So as you can see on the front here, we have the Georgia Aquarium. I think that the cover is in the art illustration is so nice. Like, it just gets very detailed and specific. So if you have the physical copy of this book, please keep it because this is such a great book when it comes to the illustration. I really love the cover. As a Georgia girl myself, I'm originally from North Carolina, but Georgia is where I was raised. So I am a Georgia peach. So I think I am reading over the title here and the author, which is, let's see, without further ado, Stephen Smallman, and it is illustrated by Ruben McHugh. So, well, boom Santa to the head elf. Have all the children from Georgia been good this year? Yes, said the elf, from Augusta to Athens, from St. Simon's to Columbus. All the children in Georgia have been very good. Jolly good, chuckled Santa. Then we better get their presents onto the sleigh. I love that they mentioned those cities in Columbus. Some of them mean very dear to me. I'm just rambling here. Even though the sack of presents was really, really big and the elves were really, really small, they seemed to have no trouble loading it onto Santa's sleigh. Well, we're ready to go to Georgia, announced Santa. Not quite, said the head elf. One of our reindeer is missing. Missing? Which reindeer is missing? Asked Santa. Comet, Santa, said the elf. I've called and I've called, but... Just then, a reindeer appeared, munching on a large carrot. There's Comet, said Santa, giving the reindeer a little wink. Now let's go to Georgia. With the flick of the reins, off they went, racing through the sky. Ho, 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 laughed Santa. We'll soon have these presents delivered to the Peach State. Santa's sleigh flew high through the wintry air across the Arctic Ocean. In the wink of an eye, the sleigh was flying above Canada and onward to Georgia. I may be a little off here, but work with me. We're good in there. Suddenly, the sky filled with clouds and snowflakes whirled around the sleigh. They were in a blizzard. They couldn't see a thing and soon seemed to be hopelessly lost. Which way was Georgia? As you can see, Santa's sleigh, and he has the map. In the midst of the howling storm, Comet peered into the distance. Was that Forsyth Park? With a sharp tug, Comet started leading the sleigh downward. Whoa, cried Santa. What's going on? Down, down, down they went. Then when the clouds parted, Santa discovered exactly where they were. And I think I'm asking, do you all know where they were at this point? Ask your children questions. They had reached Georgia. Well done, Comet, exclaimed Santa. Now I know where we are. Don't worry, children. Santa is coming. And again, I'm talking about how amazing the illustrations are in this book. Santa drove his sleigh expertly from rooftop to rooftop all over Georgia, popping in and out of chimneys as fast as he could go. Yes, here we go. There were big chimneys in Atlanta and small chimneys in Marietta. Santa squeezed down chimneys in Savannah and plummeted down chimneys on Tybee Island. In house after house. Well, I'm moving a little too faster than I'm going on video. In house after house all over Georgia, Santa delved inside his sacks for packages of every shape and size. He piled them under the Christmas trees and carefully filled up the stockings with surprises. What are you wishing for this Christmas, children? All the good children of Georgia had left out a large plate of cookies, a small glass of milk, and a big crunchy carrot. Who is that carrot for, you guys? I think that's what I'm asking. Santa took a nibble out of each cookie and a sip of milk, whipped his fluffy beard, and popped the carrot into his sack. From Valdosta to Macon, from Brunswick to Roswell, Santa and his sleigh visited every house in the Peach State. Comet was amazed at how quickly they went. Santa never seemed to get tired at all, but Comet was starting to feel a bit sleepy and quite hungry too. Finally, Santa had delivered the last present on his long Georgia list. It's past midnight, he sighed, and my sack seems as heavy as ever. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. Santa opened his sack to check, but it was full of crunchy carrots. Santa divided the carrots among all the reindeer. Great job, he said, patting Comet gently on the nose. But Comet didn't hear him. Comet was too busy munching. Then it was time to set off home. Soon they were speeding through the crisp, starry night. Ho, 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 laughed Santa. Merry Christmas, Georgia. So Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls, not only in Georgia, but throughout the world who celebrate this amazing holiday. And let us not forget the reason for the season. This was such a beautiful story. Me and my BB, we really truly enjoyed reading it. I hope you enjoy playing this for your children tonight or at any time. This was a Hometown World read as far as their publishing company. And if you look at the very back of the book, it shows Georgia books throughout each holiday season. So please go and grab one of these amazing books. They are available at hometownworld.com. And again, this was Santa is Coming to Georgia. And I'm showing you the picture here of all the different books. But this is written by Steve Smallman again and illustrated by Ruben McHugh or McHugh, however you pronounce it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your time and your support. I hope you are enjoying these videos. Tell me down in the comments what your child is wishing for this Christmas season. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks so much. Bye.